How's it going, everybody? This is Souls44, and welcome back to All the Mods 10. And today, we did it. Yes, we did it. We finally did it. It took some time, but we made it. He had to work on it. It's going to be making the Meka Suit today because we now have a ton. We have a ton of antimatter. We made antimatter on demand because you can do the animation duplication glitch. So I have enough antimatter to last forever. It's just going to keep going up. I could actually go in and make it go up a lot faster, but right now I just have the one duplication block going. And then, well, if you don't believe me, I'll show you. I did also show you, I spent a lot of time off camera I turned this off. I don't even have this running anymore. I built this giant turbine. It's, yeah. Dumping excess. Odd, right? It has something, I think, to do with this, the quantum entangler-porter. So there's nothing coming from my fission reactor. Everything is just being done through here. To be honest with you, I have no idea why this is acting so hanky. I guess it's because the steam's not coming out. But yeah, I had everything set up. Everything's built. This makes like 2 million FE a tick, but that's nothing. I'll show you why. We have this bad boy running. I think that's where the steam's getting hanky from. Let's take a look here. Yeah, that's it right there. It's bouncing. I slowed it down so that way it wouldn't burn up all my fuel. But we're still running at 458,000. I could jump that thing way up, I think, now. But let's go to the overworld. Like I said, if you want me to show you me building the reactor or the one of those different items, just ask in the comments. I'll break it and then rebuild it. Oh yeah, let's see. I even built myself a new area. Ta-da! I know. I just thought it looked kind of alien-esque, so I went ahead and did it. This is my new reactor, which is full. Uh-oh. I ran out of Benny and whatever that stuff is. So this one isn't even liquid cooled. I just have it with liquid fuel, verdarium, whatever it is. And it's running at 1.93 mil. And that has no coolant in it. So I'm gonna turn that off. I added the undercell to it so that way I can charge it. And I also added this plug. So yeah, everything's running pretty good right now. Pretty large. I have room for one more. I could probably build one or two more smaller ones and then run the turbine if I need to. But yeah, each one of these fluidizers is making a different thing, and I have a bee made of every single kind, I think, now. My biggest deal was getting the antimatter. But we have the insanite now. See? Isn't that sweet? I still have this issue where stuff gets hung up when I log out and log back in, so it happens. So let's see, all the mod star. We're just missing this, the aerial interface, so we're gonna have to get into that. I'll probably get into that next episode because by the time I cover all the stuff I've done, you guys are gonna be happy. I made the black hole because all I needed was that crystal staff. And the philosopher fuel, now it just needs this tank and then Actually, I think that's it. Which means I gotta make that fluid. So maybe we'll work on that today. Yeah, we're gonna work on that today. Yeah, aerial interface and that fluid. That's it. Then I'm done. We'll have all the mud star, supposedly. What's the item we need to make it with, though? Oh, we gotta make this lens of certain death. We can work backwards on that one. I already made some lens of color, I believe. Yep, there's my lens of color. I'll just take 8 of those. Let's see, that would be down 2 rows. Just to show you the amount of extra work that I've been doing. Take a look at this craziness. Isn't that nuts? These are all patterns, pattern providers, etc. I even made the quantum ring because I told y'all I was going to put I was going to have to use a quantum ring inside of the other dimensional um that dimensional cube with the magics in it. So if I do this, there's my lens of detonation. So that's done. Oh, I guess I just keep on going then. Let's do it one more time. And now their lens of certain death. So then I do it again. Nope. Let's just make it. Was this sharpness, huh? How do I get the sharpness specifically? Well, actually, I know what to do. We've got the library already set up. So let's go back and take a look at what we got here. And what's the level of sharpness that needs to be? That's all we've got right now? That stinks. It's got to be sharpness 5. Poop. I would have thought I had more sharpness. Huh. Yeah, nothing. Wow. All right, well, if that's the case, I can get that by enchanting some stuff. Almost guaranteed. I say that, and then all of a sudden I find out, no. Oh yeah, I'll just have to enchant this. Let's see what we get. This is the kind of stuff that I've been doing. Just working on. Why is I can't get sharpness? What is it? What's a better way to? What's another way of getting sharpness? Sharpness level. This one. Oh, oh, that's not. Oh wait, yeah, it's a problem because you gotta go all the way through the process to do it with that enchanting apparatus. Cube.js with the Runic enchanter. I just do it this way. I've already got that set up right here. So let's go ahead and do the experience deal. We'll just grab a couple stacks of quartz. Book. I find that to be the easiest way. I have 33,000 experience. I'm pretty sure I'll have enough. So let's see. We're going to go with sharpness from at mystical and do sharp. Oops. It's not listed that way. Do sharp B. V. Okay. It's going to be 192. No, it's going to be 320. What's the highest one? So 320 and 80. 320 and 80. So 64, 64, 64, 64, 64, 64. 320, 80, sharpness 5. There we go. So I can do that. Is it auto-craftable that way? No, but I mean, a lot of this stuff isn't going to be. It does this. I don't like that. Yeah. There we go. So we got 2 for right now. There's 1. And there's 2. And I can do more now. I should start stripping these from their enchantments. I didn't start doing that, and that's probably my mistake. But I think this is going to work just fine. These will just get eaten by the system. So there, now we have our lens of the whatever. Lens of the killer. So we can make this as an enchantment automatically. That'd be kind of cool. I didn't know that the enchanter here went that high. If you'd like, I could probably do it that way too. It's probably easier. Where's that enchanter at? Did I not make that enchanter for Ender.io? That covers that. Patrick's star has to be infused though. This is the auto process, isn't it? How do we make the star just in general? And we can remove this from the list. It just leaves these 2, which is this, and this fluid. So we got to start working on the fluid. Yep. I can set that up. I'll put that down in the reactor area since that's the largest open area that I've got available. And I'll show you guys real quick the duplication area running again. Okay, go to time chamber. There's my antimatter pellet guy. How you doing, buddy? You doing all right? He lives for a while. Oops. All that work, all for that one dude. Isn't that insane? Let me show you my fission area. The fission reactor, which is in here. I was right for putting it in here because look, it has 0 damage now because I turned it off and I let it sit, but I had it running at 80 and it was working just fine. It just sits here, no water loss, no temperature change, nothing, right? But for some reason, I would go out of here and come back and it would start taking damage. So there is definitely something going on where it doesn't like you using water in this manner. But this should stay. It's not going down. So this should be safe, but it's not. And thankfully my redstone trick did work. So having this set up right here, that when it reaches damage critical, this activation turns on, so it turns off. It sounds weird, but the redstone signal comes from here, goes into here, and turns the reactor off. Cool. It's kind of like what they want you to do in the demonstration, where they have like a. This is for if I really wanted to make a really giant sodium fission reactor. I was really, really, really seriously considering building it, and then I realized I could just get one more piece of antimatter, do the antimatter dupe block, and now I don't have to worry about it anymore. Let me show you the bee system I use. This is all meant for hurrying up and getting a bee. So let me go through the bees. That way you understand what I meant by bees being used. I have the cyanite bee right here. To get a cyanite bee, you just give a radioactive bee some cyanite, and the radioactive bee is nothing more than a crete bee and an iron bee. Believe it or not, it's this box right here generates bees for me as well. I get skeleton bees in here and crete bees in here. I haven't gotten any zombies in here, but it doesn't matter. I used the crete bees that I had, made some more radioactive bees, bred them up, and now I have the genetic system also set up so that I can see the genes inside my system, my AE system as well. So I have the ghost bees, gold bees, eclipse alloy diamond, ghostly. I started comboing some of them together so I could get higher percentages because I don't really care for them being extra in this one percentage. But I got bored of doing that. So like the lumber bees, I was just taking them and going like this, and that makes them into twos. If you go right here, now it's a 3. Just make sure that when you go to do that, you don't cross the bees over because they will increase percentage with the wrong type. So like, let's say this is a lumber bee and I put diamond here, it still works, right? But this diamond bee supersedes the lumber bee. Now, I don't know for sure if you can, if it'll supersede if it's the same level. Let's see. These are ghostly bees, and these are draconic. So this one's taking the percentages and moving it into this one here. So, because it's giving me draconic, right? So ghostly bee, draconic bee. Let's swap it. All right. So yeah, whatever is in the second location for that. Now, see, you can see it's making it so it's like this. I wonder if I place this in the last slot, it does. So actually, technically, I bet you I can. Yeah, look at that. All the way up to 24. But the problem is you're going to lose your other types of bees. I'm not too worried about it. Basically, I took the samplers and I just ran it this way. Any of these right here was supposed to get destroyed, but I didn't. I set my system up a little bit lazy, and it's now I'm paying for it. Yeah, so anyway, think about it this way. Anytime I got a bee, I just made a genetic sample of it. I hit it with the time wand until it gave me a genetic sample, and I threw all the extra stuff away. So you have the cyanite bee. All right, the cyanite bee can pollinate a plutonium bee. You get a plutonium bee by a cyanite spawn egg. So obviously, I just went ahead and I got myself the cyanite spawn egg. And then when it says pollinate or whatever that is, you can just place it on the slab here. Then well, I wonder if I got any eggs to show you with left over from all my process. I think I put them all inside the system. I even managed to get some rewards for some of the like the soul lava bee and the ancient bees and stuff like that. I got an amber bee, which I still haven't figured out how to use the amber bees yet, but I really want to breed one and just try it out to see if I can use it to capture mobs. It'd be interesting to do. Yeah, I used up all my bees, but I have a total wall of genetics going on. The cyanite bee and the plutonium bee is you just put it in the reprocessor. Well, I had that reprocessor in my base a long time ago, so I just went ahead and it's water. So just cyanite with water and your plutonium bee. So then you take your cyanite bee and you put this on your slab, you see? You put this on the slab, not floating on the slab, but actually part of the food or whatever you want to call it, the feeding slab. Then I just tick accelerated the beehive until these guys pop in and out a couple of times. And usually after the second time they come out, they'll change this into the Ludicrite. And then, of course, into the Radiculite. And then the Radiculite bee and all the bees actually require a block of the item anyway. So you're still going to have to make the item, right? You're still going to have to go through the process of making the different formulas, which I'll show you. I do have pretty much everything set up in one area. Obviously, the cyanite and all that. Look, see, my energy is now completely full. I can now resume full production of anything. Matter of fact, these down here, need to have their redstone card. Uh-oh, I hope I have the card still. I do. Check that out. That's great. Yep. I just hope it's the right one. Yeah, and that should turn that off. Yeah, see now it's going to turn it on and off, right? Maybe I put the wrong one. I'll turn it off. Now, when this reaches a certain point, it should, when this gets low enough, which it probably never will, yeah, it'll send a redstone signal over to turn it on. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. So when that cell reaches the Boolean number, what the Boolean number is, this right here, which it's not going to, it'll turn the reactor back on. I don't need it running all the time now. I do believe that's the same as this one up here as well. Because I had them both running so I could get cyanite, but now that I have, let's go upstairs here. I'm all making things difficult for no reason. And then I had this simple reprocessor here. It's just a 3x3 with your thing you want to recycle up here. This is the same build for every one of them. And this one's now full of cyanite. I did have it full of water. I have this being powered by a laser, so yeah, now I have this ender tank set up for cyanite. I did have it set up for water, but once I got it going, I didn't really need it anymore. So cyanite's just a thing I have a ton of because I have the bee. Right? I have 29,000 cyanite, so I'm good. Now, that'll let you make your turbines and your larger reactor because your larger reactor needs these to make your reinforced stuff, I believe. Well, it lets you make more reprocessors too, so I can make reprocessors all I want. But the most important thing is to make this cyanide block because that's what you need for your cyanide bee, right? So then once you get your cyanide bee, you can convert it over to your plutonium bee, and then again, let's check this. 11,000 plutonium. I think I'm doing okay on plutonium. And that also needs a block of plutonium. To get plutonium, you just recycle your cyanite till you get enough of it in the water. It's a pretty easy step. Then you have your bee conversion. So as you make plutonium bees, give magentite. Now your magentite comes from, of course, you can get it from your bees, right? But it's if I remember right, magentite is this fluid right here, and this fluid right here. Cooking plutonium inside the big reactor gets you the liquid version. You convert it to, well, I use it for this process right here. Let's see. Yeah, if it shows this right here, it can be used as a fuel for your reactor. Fuel injection port, flowing magentite. But then yeah, when you put it in there, you can actually eject it. If I remember right, isn't it, ingots? Isn't that how I did it? I can't remember how I did it. Same thing. Got the honey treat made. Converted it into radiculite using a ludicrite. You just basically go through all your different steps. Let me go show them the bees to you guys. real quick. I had to add another beehive or two. So here are my inanites, my plutonium, and my cyanite, and I just threw 4 of those in here. Here's my ludicrite, my radiculite, and my magentite. I only got 1 magentite though. I think I should. Oh, that's right. I got the magentite this way. Huh. Interesting. I think that's right. I just cooked some plutonium in the reactor. Oops. You get the idea. I think, I hope. Yeah. The best way to go about it was for me to get a giant reactor built, and I decided why not to hollow it out, make it look a little nice. It looks okay, right? I got to work on it a little more, of course, base beautification wise, but this is cool. This is all underneath my base. You may see this is familiar. This is the honey from outside from the queen bee area. And now I have steps going on way outside to my tree farm, so I can come out here and cut down a tree for logging if I need it. But yeah, pretty neat. When this thing is running, it produces, at some point, I think it was this, I had to empty it all out. Be careful when you empty these out. When you do eject waste, if you shift click it and it's full and it's got more than 64, sometimes it only give you 1. So like this one's eject waste. You can also eject fuel, but this case the fuel is liquid, so you can't inject the fuel. I wonder if I can inject the fuel this side. No. It's got a verderium. It's listed funky. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why it lists it this way. I guess this could be if you got uranium or yellorium in here. But you got your verderium, which there isn't a B for. You have to make it. You have to make it with yellorium and plutonium. Yeah, plutonium and yellorium, which it's not that hard to do. Once you get the plutonium B, you get your uranium Bs going, and yeah. The rosinite is the burned off fuel. I don't think I can eject. No, it won't let me do that. What I was saying about this though is if this is full of a solid and you have a very large reactor and you go to reject it or eject the fuel and you shift click it, it voids out all the fuel. You'll get maybe 1 or 2, a stack maybe, or even 1. I'd accidentally voided off like a very large amount of plutonium. I'm fine with what I've got now, of course. Yeah, this is the biggest waste of time I did. I made some cryomacy, and I'm gonna actually take this and fill the outside row. I made a one row on the outside. The rest of it is solid. And I actually made too many. Oops, I made too many of the fuel rods. It's fuel rods. I made 652 extra fuel rods because I was going to fill up the whole entire thing all the way around the outside, and it would have been a whole lot less extra. But then I thought about it, and I was like, man, I really want to have some kind of cool flowing liquid or something in there. And so I'm going to make this cryomacy into a different fluid. There's something else you can make. Refrigerant, some kind of refrigeration. Yeah, refrigium. So I guess I could show you how to make the fluidizer real quick. I need 2 fluid injectors. No, fluid injector. So I got 2 fluid injectors, a controller. Takes a second. The system is still running pretty hardcore. Oh yeah, I don't need those. I'm making the mech armor this episode, so you guys, I will have the mech armor this episode. Okay. 40, 50 of those. I think that's what it was. And I'll need one of these. And I'll need an output, of course. And then I'll need some glass. I don't remember how many glass I need. I actually don't remember for sure if this is going to be enough fluidizers. So the fluidizers are all the same size. I just do 5x5s. I don't know if you can go bigger or not. Give them some space though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 5. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry if I go a little fast. Oh, the other reason why I made the floor from this is instant break doesn't work on that. It does work on the kivi blocks, the kivi bricks. This is ridiculous. But it doesn't instant mine these, and that's kind of nice. I thought that was kind of helpful. I'm pretty sure you can use glass on the bottom too instead, as long as the outside frame is the casing. That's literally what casing means, I guess. That would be the best way for me to remember that one. I don't know. Whoops, that's too many. Hold on. I need, I can probably make another one. Because I'll have to make another one anyway. All right, let's put the controller at the same place as the last one. Now I want the it's two fluids, isn't it, for cryomacy? Cryomacy, liquid, and tangerium. Ooh. Yeah, so I gotta make another fluidizer yet so that I can make this tangerium as well. Which again, it doesn't have any use as far as I can tell, other than making this refrigium. Is the refrigium good for anything? Anybody know? That'd be nice. If one of y'all could let me know. I'm gonna use it for a coolant for the big reactor there. I think once it's filled up, it doesn't burn it up. So I think it'll be safe. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, shoot. Don't want to do that. Let's go this side. I don't want pipes to touch each other, so that way they don't accidentally void or fill anything weird. Now this can be solid or glass. As you can see, this one is glass. This one is solid. And I'm going to save the rest of the casings. Take the glass. I should have probably done glass. I think the glass is cheaper, but I don't know for sure. It's been a minute since I paid attention to cost of items. So I don't do the most super fast, efficient way to go. Oops. Man, can we not? See, there it is. And then we've got tons and tons of power. Oh, did I leave my reactor running? Because I'm gonna have to turn it off. Or it'll blow up. Like, no joke, because it'll fill up with fissile fuel. Crap, let's go check that again. I hope I turned it off. No, I didn't. No damage, though. So I can run it I run it at 75. I pushed it up to 83, and then it started losing fluid. But it took damage here, too. So I don't know if that's because it's got some kind of heat collection going on or what. It doesn't really tell me. Now, if you put it at 100, it will blow up. I'll tell you that. The way this is designed is because it's solid on the inside. I also thought about it too, is I might be able to use that cryomacy stuff in here, but I don't know if that'll work or not. Because this is, I mean, this is Mekanism. I'm not too sure. We want to go here. Let's go back to what we were doing. I didn't want to blow up I could have blown up my base. I turn this on and just let it go. And we're going to want, why is plutonium in this one? Oh, we're out. Well, that stinks. Why? Let's see what this one generates. I think the fuels change the amount they generate, but I'm not too sure. Look at that. Fuel reactivity is only 65%. That's because it's got a lot of this the depleted fuel in here. And I don't have any more of the, I ran out of a lot of stuff. I don't have everything set up to be automatic because I just wanted to get it done. Beniotyte. How do you get this mass? A large amount. And what is this for? Does anybody ever use one of these energy cells? Does that just make the storage capacity of the energy bigger? I'm assuming that's the case. See, I got the Rocinite in that reactor, but I don't have any of this stuff, and I can't seem to figure out. I know where it comes. It comes from the nether. We got our magentite, and we got our liquid cyanite. So you got plenty of cyanite. Got plenty of magentite. I could automate these, like export them from the system at any time. I just haven't felt like it. This one is our cryosium, so let's go ahead and get this going. What's our output? Is what colors? Red, red, white. Red, red, white. And it's gonna go, let's go right here, turn it on. And it's filling up. Now we gotta do one more of these. I should do the math and make sure I do it correctly this time instead of guessing. I need that. We're gonna need 2 solid injectors. I might not have the items to make this in mass. I've been pushing the system to run really hard lately, so it might not like me. Why is it having a hard time with that one? It's the doggone uranium. I think I have too many things asking for uranium. 14,000 uranium just sitting there. Can you cook some uranium for me? There we go. Now it'll stop giving me such a hard time. That's using a lot of uranium, but at least I've got it ready to go. I can get more. I just have to increase the amount I have the bees, and it is coming in slowly anyway, so as you can see, it's processing. Oh, we're so close, guys. What are we gonna do when I finish this? Oops. There we go. I don't know if you can copy and paste gadget this thing, but that would be really cool. I've never really been very good at copy and paste gadget. Oh, it's using that to make fissile fuel. That's fine. Once that gets full, because I have the fission reactor turned off, I have the. I hope I have everything turned off that'll blow up. I think I do. Sulfur, I think, is one of the B's I'm missing, but I have enough of that for right now. That's what runs the big fusion reactor. Is you have to have sulfur and you have to have not sulfur but tritium and deuterium. So those aren't too hard to get. I think those are nearly infinite at this point. I don't know the scale I've been using and stuff. Look at whatever it is using up a very large amount of uranium, like a lot. See, it messes up when I do very large amounts. Same thing happens with these. They mess up. And I don't know what the heck the deal is. It'll clear out and then it'll come back and then it'll screw up again. It's very frustrating. Let's set it up again. Time is going to be here. Now I need these two to be here and here. Um, now let's just stop. I want to overdo it and then I'll end up with a bunch of parts I don't want. Oop, okay. Wow. Accuracy is gone. Let's go. Yeah. Let's make this one with glass at the top. And we got to have the fluidizer output. Say, hurry up. Let's go. We want glass. We want glass. Oh, oops. Dang it. It's just a conversion of this into glass, so it's not a big a deal. Wait, what did I do wrong? Oh, three more. Leaving a hole in the top. The bigger the structure, though, the more mistakes you can make. I tell you what. Holy smoke. Building that giant reactor took a minute. And you can't use building gadgets on it. I tried. You got to manually do a lot of, well, some stuff you can, but you can, some of it won't. Like this structure glass, this reactor glass, for some reason, the building gadget didn't want to work on it. All right, what are the two things we needed to do in this solid fluidizer? And it's going to be under solid to fluid. Mixing. There it is, solid to fluid mixing. There it is. So angel site and ender pearls. We got infinite ender pearls. That's not a problem. But what about the angel site? We have 73. How do you get this stuff other than manually make it? What is? I'm still curious as to what that does. That's not good though. That means I'm gonna have to figure out how to get more of this stuff, and it doesn't tell me here. I'm thinking that we can do it with industrial foregoings laser. Which is where my ores are all coming from now. Yeah, that's where you can get sulfur. I'm thinking if I put a yellow laser lens inside, so it's yellow, gives me yellow, right? Or raw yellorium. It's not really being helpful. Sulfur, black lens. You should just search by lens. I guess that's the easiest way. Let's go right click yellow, laser drill. Well, crap. The only place it doesn't work is the end. That's not good. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. I guess I should have known. Wait a minute. That wasn't there before. That's a new. Well, that's fine. I don't need. I have infinite ether gas anyway. So I guess I could just take my angel sight and put it in here. I just want to get it started, and then I'll figure out how to get more later. Turn it on. And then ender tank. This is the blank one. And we're going to make 2. And since it's refrigium, is it RIF? Tangerium. Sorry, tangerium. It kind of looks orange, like tangerinium. So let's do orange. That's how I can remember stuff. Sorry if that's confusing to you, but works for me. Those will now be the same. Oh, duck on it. Got a third one. Pipe doesn't have to be fast because we don't even have that much. There we go. So now you'll have your tangerium. Ah, crap. That's what I get for decorating. And so this fluid will be here. And that should get us refrigium. Red frigium. Red frigium. Red frigium. You could do small drawers with a small amount to keep the number down, but I just put a chest for most stuff. Like I don't see why you have to be all complicated for some of the stuff. I think an item pipe from Ender.io works good. I like the way they look. That's the only reason why. And I'm biased because I played the older packs. So that keeps this full of ender pearls when I do this. I could send a whole bunch to them. I could actually make an ender chest with colors. I've been doing that for a lot of stuff and just exporting from the system, but I gave up on that because I got tired of doing it. And it uses up a lot of channels, and I don't feel like messing with channels so much anymore. There, so that'll stay full, and then this is gonna be it for the angel sight stuff. I only got 9. Till I can figure out how to get more. I'll take a look and see what it takes to get more. So that's gonna get combined together, go in there, and then this is gonna come out to go into this one. Now, red frigium. Uh, that's already used. Let's go ahead and go to this one. All right, so these two are the basic ones. Let's go red dye, and we'll go white, red, red. red Phrygium. Cold, white, color red. Just to help me remember it. Oh, that's fun. Very sensitive clicking. All right, and then we'll just do this. There, red Phrygium. Now, I guess the question now is to how do I place it inside of this big reactor here? And then how do I get more of that material? I think the best thing to do is just to go ahead and take this and put it there for right now. And we'll just do what I love to do with these is 32 buckets. Let that work. It's magic. Okay, I did grab it. I'll just start at this corner. Oops. And bucket mode on. Oh, does it have to be? No, there it goes. Shift clicking. Right. Oop. Okay, it didn't come out, but if I go right there, it will. So we're going to start around the back side over here. Go right. Oh, I wasted a bucket, I think. Oh, and that's, yep, I'm out. Cool, doesn't cause damage. I don't know if this will work flowing. I am hopefully it should do something because at least it's touching solid block wise. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or 11. Hey, we might have enough. We do. That's 12 buckets right there. So we got plenty, just in case I mess up. Back. Okay. Fly up. Go in there. All right, there we go. I think this fluid might be good for repressurized also, but I'm not sure. All right, we're gonna need to put the glass back and then put the last bucket in, or we'll get a big old mess. Oops. Why did I do that, I wonder? There. Nice and even all the way across. Okay, nice and clean. Nice and clean. All right. We are nice and clean all the way across the top. No, we're not. There is 2 spots right here and there. Is it because of this? Let's take a look at it from the outside. No, it looks good. All right, I'm just going to turn this on and see if it changes the reactivity amount. Oh, the amount of power it generates is extremely high compared to what it was before. Oh, very nice. The reactivity is going to be bad until I can get the, until I can get the Rocinite out, or whatever it is that's generated. Kind of looks ugly. I don't like pink. There we go. Oh, that's full. I'll just stick back here for right now. I'll just sit that down. And I'll just leave it sitting there. If I want, I can dump it into that tank. So what's is the refrigerant the last one? Red Phrygium, the last one? Yeah, that's as far as it goes. So why, I wonder, is it so difficult to get this stuff? Huh. Well, I hope that it works better when I get this all sorted out. Well, it started working again. Oh, I have a sender going to sending uranium in here. Oh, that's why it stopped working. I had the uranium issue again. Yeah, I ran out of the crystals. So there's your deals. These are out also. What was it I had right going on in this one? Magentite, and I think it's Ridiculum. Yeah, makes Ridiculum. But I mean, I have Ridiculite coming from the bees now, so I don't have to. See, and I don't need a ton of it. I don't think. Uh, yeah, I have my one Reticulite bee. It's doing its thing. I don't see any special use for it other than the block. And then, of course, you make your Inanite. But once you have the Inanite bee, I mean, I have lots. And then if you have a block, I'm pretty sure I can, well, let's just check. This will just show you that you can duplicate it. Yep, see? If you can bring them alive, you can duplicate them. So I don't need to worry once I make one. It's done after that. And then there's the Insanite. Same thing. You can bring them to life. That means you can duplicate it. So that's what I just did. As soon as I can make them, I can probably just duplicate it. In fact, I could throw that in the time chamber here in a second. Actually, I'm not even going to bother. You guys know that I can do it. I can just do that off camera. All right, so you got the idea for that. Let's make the mech suit. Do I have time? No, I don't. I lied. No, forget that. Let's go ahead and make the mech suit. I could probably do that without even having to take much time. So at mechanism, mech, armor, here we go. I already have all the unobtainium stuff made. So there's our Meka Suit head. There's the Meka Suit body. There's the Meka Suit pants. And then there's the feet. Wait, uh-oh. Oh no, it's got to craft another induction capacitor. Look at that go. You know what I'm going to do though? I'm just going to steal it from the induction battery. This thing. I got so much energy in this thing. It's so dumb. All right, it's a cell, I think. Right? In fact, what am I doing with that guy? Oh yeah, it was a quest reward. Yeah. Very fork. Is this thing filling up still? Oh yeah, look at it go. It's just constantly filling now. There's the whole suit. Ta-da! And now we can use the modification station. And I hope I don't die. Oh, all right. What do we want? We want the flight. We gotta have flight. Dude, not elytra. We want flight. Where's my flight? Gravitational. Ah, okay, hold on. I gotta teach it some stuff. Thought I had a lot of this stuff already done. Like you can see, I've been making lots of patterns. So, uh-oh. Um, there's the capacitor. This thing right here is gonna get in my way. It's gonna get in my way. Oh, I found out what was going on with my unobtainium and all the modium and all that. I had mega drives with compacting add-ons, cards put inside of them, and if you don't have it set for maximum tier of block, then you can't craft block. It's weird. I just took the compactor out. What was it trying to make? Oh, it's trying to make the induction cells, right? That's what it's trying to do. Oh, providers. Oh, I don't have extra providers. It's going to take a second, but I'll get it. What's the other one I want? Nutritional injection unit. Nutritional paste. I forgot about that. Spade, Geiger. I don't care about that. Hydrostatic repulsive unit. Some of these things, I swear, a buddy of mine was working on. Are you telling me I don't have any copper now? Oh, I have the copper. See, that's the thing is I have the copper upgrade as well. That's what it is. That's why I'm getting stuck on these alloys. Hold on. Let me show you what it is that's wrong with those. Oh, I'm so slow. Put that away. Wow, this feels so weird moving this slow. So let's find our copper mega cell. No? Maybe I don't. See, if it has a compression module in it, it messes it up unless you set it up right, and I didn't. See, this one's got a compression nugget. It says cut off is at ingot. So if I ever need any blocks, it won't work, and like it won't, and I don't know what the heck the deal is. So, oh wow, I used up all the wheat in the system. That's incredible. Where is my? I guess that's it. This is a huge 16 mil. If you can tell, I kind of got lazy about placing these things, and I don't want to make them pull them out and put them back in. Why was it such a problem to make copper nuggets or copper ingots? At Meka Suit. Let's get our gravitational deal. We'll just do that. And I as promised, see that formed just now. Yeah, I don't mess around with the logic on that. I can take these off. Oh, I need night vision. That's what it is. So let's go. Where does it go in? Here? How does this work? Supported by Meka Suit body armor. Oh, okay, I see. So you place the item you want to put the item into. Okay. That's cool. What's this one? We want night vision. Oh, come on. That's gonna suck. The reason that's gonna stink is because these right here are automatically placed inside the system. There we go. I'm guessing that's gonna be in the helmet. Cool. All right, we have night vision and flight. So now we can take this off and this off. And we just put those away. The flight is slower than the other. Let's see what other upgrades we got. Maximum energy. Why not? We just go through the whole thing. Wait, what is it that I'm missing here? Oh, an Aldermanium plate, huh? Oh, I don't have the crafting pattern for Aldermanium ingots because I had that compression meal in there. Good enough. I guess I could have made the plates. There. I don't think I'll need much more than that for right now. Boy, I know I went really fast over a whole lot of stuff, guys. I do apologize. It stops you from liking this video at all, but the dark tank, that's gonna be next episode. I literally, in the next episode, I'll make Eclipse Ember Fuel. And then make this. That means I'll be done with the Philosopher's Fuel next episode. And then I'll start doing Pneumaticraft. Then that's it. We'll be done. Let's go ahead and let's just do upgrade. Does each one get one? Can I just do legs? Oh, wow. So yeah, each one can get more than one, huh? They get 8 in each one? Oh my gosh. I think that's good enough. Hey, look, I showed you guys. I did what I said. Let's take a look what I look like. We'll take the hazmat suit off. There I am. Hey, thanks for stopping by, everybody. I told you I'd get the Meka Suit this episode. It looks like it's got a little face on the front, like at the chest. Back to there. Bye-bye.